It's also interesting to think, because I think most of us, fans listening to this, we think this Horseman run was, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. It's really about 3 years, right? I mean,
Yep.
from when you first called it the Four Horsemen to when y'all left to go work for Vince, it's only about 3 years. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Oh boy.
Yeah, and you got to remember, Conrad, a lot of those, Carolina towns when this thing first started, we were going to, weekly or bi-weekly, 3 or 4 times a month. We were going to some of these towns, which is amazing because every week you got to bring them something different because the audience remembers. They remember, what the structure of a match would have been. They may not remember everything or even most of it, but if you go out there and you don't change it up and you don't, give them a change in your story or change in your opponent or change in the style of match you have, they'll know. So it was demanding and it was challenging, but what it made you learn how to do more than anything, you don't hear this being emphasized. You had to learn how to work and work with everybody and anybody from different skill levels. It wasn't one of those things that you might consider doing. If you wanted to survive, much less thrive, you better learn how to work. And we all,
sorry, Arn, but you talk about that and talk about the skill levels of a people, because back in those days on Saturday morning when we'd wrestle some of those guys that were coming over from Alabama, the skill level was 0. And you had to go out there and still have a decent match so that people would watch your TV show. And then in the house shows, you had to wrestle Robert and Ricky and Magnum and Dusty and, even when we had some of the heel matches against the Midnight Express, those kind of guys, and you had to make it all believable. And it was very taxing and trying.